Well,
Hello,
are
everybody.
we live? Are we live right now?
I'm not
Is it?
sure what to do with my hands.
Uh, we
Yeah,
are
we
live.
are we are live. We are talking about the Tailgate Throwdown. I am Squarebody Stuff, Chad from YouTube channel Squarebody Stuff. This guy over here is Ryan Wing from Streetcar Chronicles. Uh,
Howdy ho.
we're we're going to talk about the I don't know the ins and outs, rules, questions. Ryan's got a whole list of commonly asked questions about this whole deal, and maybe we can get out there. But first, we done a kind of a dry run last night. Well, not that, just an impromptu live because I've never done a live on the Facebook platform, so we
Mm-hmm.
want to try it out. And when people were trying to comment uh, on our end, we couldn't see who was commenting. It just said Facebook user. So I set it up. It's supposed to give the commenter instructions to go to streamyard.com/Facebook. If you go to that and allow, uh, okay, it seems to be working for Jeremy,
Sweet.
but you have to allow StreamYard to use or give them permission to use your name on their platform. So if you're, if you're going to comment, it would help us out because it gets confusing because we don't know who's commenting. This is what we see: Facebook user.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and I can see it. And I've got it pulled up on my phone,
so
so I
yeah,
can see them in here. That we got Tim and Andy and Jeremy. How's it going, fellas? We're just we're kind of easing into it, letting some people come in here. But yeah, so give that to them again, Chad, because some people are just coming in.
okay. Go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard your permission to use your Facebook name in the comments. That would help us out a bunch.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm not sure who this is.
It's Tim. It's Tim Saws.
Tim, okay.
Saws!
They want indefinite access to his Facebook. So yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know how
my
that works,
opinion,
man.
if you're on Facebook, they got everything they need anyway. So
Yeah. Jerry,
uh,
we can't see you. I
no,
mean, I can see you on my phone. I got you on my phone here. But I'll just try to
okay,
chime in
that might
here.
help out. So
Yeah, we'll do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
So
so now what we've got here, guys, is you've got a guy that has cut his teeth in the street racing scene, been at the drag strip, been in this world for most of his life. I'm kind of a newbie. The first time I actually went to drag strip and actually ran a vehicle down the drag strip about what 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
yeah,
So
4 years ago.
Some of this stuff I don't know about the different classes so don't feel left out or don't feel like you don't belong there or belong in this because you don't know about the racing. We're just wanting
Yeah.
people to show up, have fun, bring your trucks. Let's just hang out and have some fun. But with that, there's a lot of questions about the different classes, and that's what Ryan's going to go over and some most commonly asked questions. And I've had several questions I've asked Ryan personally because I don't understand stuff, and he's explained it to me. Why are these classes set up this way? And he'll explain it to me. So hopefully we get some of that cleared out. I think we'll probably have a few more of these lives up to the leading up to the event, so we can get more stuff ironed out. And again, this is Ryan's. He's kind of heading this whole thing. I'm doing my little part here, helping out, getting this deal set up, this event set up. But this is Ryan's first event that he's trying to, what do you call it? Put together. I mean, you're the guy.
Yeah.
So with that said, we're gonna have things pop up that may not be run as smooth on the first go round, but we're just main goal is to have fun. So
yeah,
Okay,
So,
Jeremy's an old dirt car
hey,
racer.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. I spent a lot of time doing the dirt track thing too. I didn't really race them, but I helped work on them and did some machine work
Yeah,
for some
that's
guys, also for some hot stock
yeah,
stuff and
Russell.
modifieds.
Yeah, Russell. He's also another dirt track convert trying to get into do some drag racing with his old Squarebody. So, and I just work on stuff. I just been
You're a
turning
truck
the
guy.
wrenches all my life.
You're the
Yeah.
truck guy. You're the square body king. So
Well, no.
basically, if you didn't tune in to yesterday or you're kind of new to what's going on here, this is just a thing that kind of started out as let's get a group of guys together and have a little bit of fun, maybe have a shootout, and then it turned into, well, let's invite some more people, and then it turned into, well, how about I invite this guy, and then next thing you know, we've got, basically, hopefully, a full blown race, and
Yeah.
so in that, when we originally started kind of going over, what the standard of truck that we were going to do in our little group. It was more of a street truck related deal, but as people garnered more interest, then we realized that we probably need to make room for everybody to play. And
Everybody.
so we had started out, we're going to do mainly street classes. So street, full size truck, right? And then most full size guys don't want to race a street S10 because there's 1,000-pound weight difference before you even get started. So, I was like, well, we'll just do a mini street class and then we'll do a full size street. And then Chad here likes to jam gears, and there's some other crazy guys like him out there. So we were like, well, let's try to put together a stick shift class, because I always prefer stick shift class when I was racing cars. That was my thing. I'm not really much of an automatic guy. I mean, I'll run an automatic, but I don't like it as much. So I was like, let's just see if we can get some stick shift guys, that have some full size trucks. Maybe we can get something going on there. So there was that idea. And then there were some guys that really, yes, we got you. And there were some guys that had some really fast trucks that were garnering interest, and I'm like, oh man, we got to have a class for them, because that doesn't, it's really lopsided. So we designed the outlaw class, and again, this is supposed to be fun. We want everybody to have a good time, so we don't want to like cloud this crap with rules, and we don't have a bunch of sponsors, so we don't have guaranteed paid outs and all that kind of stuff. So it's just one of those deals like, let's keep the rules loose and let's try to make it as much fun as possible. And so we did the outlaw class. Well, within that, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, there's a large gap between your street classes and your outlaw class. And that is not a lie. There was a huge gap. And there were a couple of different reasons for that. One, me being from the racing world, I, have experienced a lot of different personalities in my lifetime. And there are some people that make racing fun, and there are some people that make racing a pain in the backside. And I'm trying to avoid the pain in the backside part. I want everybody to leave here going, man, that was a great time. I can't wait to come back next year. And so, I carefully went over some things, and I've talked to a few people, and we decided that, we definitely need to have something in between mini street and full size street and stick shift and outlaw. And that's where we're going to bring in small tire. So, and with small tire, we'll talk about this.
So what do you?
Question, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have.
I was just going to ask, what is? Okay.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, you were cutting out there.
We're talking over each other. Oh, well, my internet particles ain't quite lining up here in the house.
Oh,
so
I got
it may get a little fuzzy here and there, folks. So
it's all good.
Jeremy's asking if we've ever ran Newport, and no, I've never ran.
No, and I'll tell you before we get into the class, I'll tell you why we chose Newport, because I've been asked that a couple times too. I'm in North Texas, and we've got we got a lot of good tracks around here, but because we have a lot of good tracks around here, they want a lot of money for something like this. And like I said, I don't have a big backing. I don't have a ton of sponsors. This is a first time deal. What's up, Dave?
Hi.
So we had to go with a track that would allow us to come in and do this thing without, fronting a bunch of money. and that is how we landed in Newport, Arkansas. We talked to Scott at Newport, and Scott is awesome. And he was like, dude, this sounds like this could be a lot of fun. You guys are more than welcome to come out to the track. And we made a deal where, basically you just pay for your tech card to get in. And if you want to jump into class, if you want to jump in outlaw, if you want to jump in small tire or whatever, then you just pay that, entry fee, which is your buy-in and race. So the gate fee is $25. They get you your tech card, and then you put your money into race and whichever one you choose. But on the 28-10-5 class, we're just going to keep it really simple, right? 28-10-5 slick or 275-60 radial. Typical rules: all steel, all glass, excluding the hood and the back glass if you've got a roll cage going through. And suspension, stock style suspension. So if your truck was a coil spring truck, it's got to have coil springs on it and shocks. If it was a leaf spring truck, it's got to have leaf springs and shocks. So that's just the even out the playing field. If you got bull horns, I don't care. If you've got turbo sticking out of the hood and up in your line of sight, I don't care. If you can drive it, I don't care. So it is what it is there. It's just a tire rule, all steel, all glass. If you show up with a bunch of carbon fiber bed panels and Lexan windows, you're going to outlaw. So
does barn 10 count?
Barn 10, that does not count. Not if you're running stick shift. There is no other rule. There's no other rule other than no face plated H pad. It has to be an H pattern shifted transmission and no face plates. That's it.
Okay. Just in case I want to jump into the small tire, and I was just kind of asking that question in general because, I have a non-factory piece of metal on my truck that may or may not have come from an old barn. So just want to make sure that's legal.
You're totally legal there, but as long as there's not more than 25% on the truck, and it does have enough screws in it to hold it on, you're good. So there's that, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the track. So yes, somebody asked if we ever race at Newport. No, never been to Newport. I've never been down it. Is there a tire size in the street class? No, there's no tire size and no tire limits in the street class. You can run any tire size you want, any motor combination you want, whatever, as long as it's naturally aspirated. I know there was a question about that. NA, naturally aspirated. And I know technically nitrous can be a term for naturally aspirated because it creates its own atmosphere. No. NA.
No.
It is a true no prep track. Well, that's what I hear. What'd you say, Chad?
Sorry,
Chad froze.
I would say, my truck. Am I froze?
You're froze.
Uh-oh. Hello? Okay.
Yeah, I got you. We can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. So, my truck is equipped with nitrous. Like you were saying, and I'm just going to ask this as an outsider, I guess. My truck has nitrous on it. Can I run in the street class? And what do I need to do to run in the street class, even though my truck is, do I have to have the ball out of the truck or just turn it off? Or, what does the guy need to do if he's got a nitrous truck and wants to run in the street class?
Well, my truck's going to have nitrous on it too. And so what I would suggest, this is what I want to see, is bottle out and solenoids unplugged. Because everybody knows you can pull a bottle out, but you got another one hiding somewhere else. So solenoids unplugged. That's the best way to do it.
What about main nitrous line capped off?
That too. That'll work too.
That way you don't get the junk in it. You just throw.
As long as you can show me that it's not operable, and trust me, I will know if it's operable.
Yeah.
And if I find out it's operable, then you get the boot in the booty. It is what it is.
Yeah. That's the thing. This event, it's not a big time event, so guys, don't cheat. I mean, it's just that makes it no fun.
Right. And
there's
Oh, we lost.
Oh wow,
He's gone.
lost him in Missouri.
Yeah. And so there's somebody in the comments, Jeremy, you're saying that it's a true no prep track. Oh, so I've heard two different things. I know they don't drag it, but I know they spray it. And I have known a couple of guys to race there, and some guys have gone sub 120s. You know, in a decently fast car, not a super, super fast car. So I figure if he's going sub 120s in that car, then, you know, we should be able to do all right.
Is it asphalt or concrete?
Hi.
See that you and I both know, you know, you go to Forum, you know, it's a street and you get some good passes, you know, some good, you know, first round. I mean, you can go fast. And it'd be in just a street because it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, just like Eagle Parkway.
Right.
Even good asphalt, you know, it's in the medium on it. You know, is it concrete? Oh, it's concrete. So
I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
So first round's probably going to be A to B, and then the rest of it is probably going to come around. I bet it come around. Are we going to do puddle prep or water?
Well, that's kind of up in the air. I mean, he says he'll spray it. So we can do. You can. As far as I know, you can bring your own puddle if you want. We could do water. That's something that's up for debate still. Maybe haven't ironed that completely out, but I'll double check with him. And find out from him for sure. I actually meant to
I would prefer not to do any of it so that it does all that stuff doesn't mix together and become one big giant goo fest.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'd rather it be water only.
Yeah, because we'll be in one spot. I mean, it's not like we're used to. Okay, we'll do puddle prep, but we're gonna get busted in 3 races, so we're gonna go all the way. So it doesn't matter, you know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think water is probably the way to go. Yeah, definitely that. But so that's the deal on the small tire class. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm really leaning on all the people that are coming to race to kind of know your lane, know where you're going to be, and I don't want a lot of games. I just want it to be good fun for everybody. And you know, we decided to do the buy-in, so I'm thinking on the small tire buy-in. You know, the Outlaw is $200. I'm thinking on the small tire we'll do. I'll say out loud we can do 100, but if guys want to get in small tire and we decide that, you know, people want to bump it to 200, that's up for debate that we can talk about, you know, at a later date. But that's what I'm thinking, $100 to $200 buy-in.
I think it depends on how many people show up. Really, it probably does.
Yeah, and we'll do an 80-20 split in both classes. So the runner-up gets a little something. We do have a new sponsor on board. I'll be putting some stuff out on that this week. Davis Glass Company. I don't have all his information. He's supposed to send it to me today, but he didn't. But so he is.
Tag him. It's 2024. Tag him.
You tag him. I don't have my phone in my hand.
Oh, how do I hold on. Forgive me. Hold on. Let me learn how to work this thing.
Fine. It's fine.
I don't know how to chat. Are we on Facebook?
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
So will it tag on Facebook?
Should, yeah. Jeremy, what about full-size SUV? What was the question on that? You have to forgive me.
I think he's asking about if you can run a full-size SUV, like a Blazer.
Oh, is he asking about that, or are we talking about rules? Let's see.
Do I need to download the app to make it work better?
No, you should be able to tag him in the post.
I don't.
I'll have to go into Facebook because it's different. Because I'm on Safari.
Yeah, you just private. You just done a private chat message there, Dave.
All right. Sorry, forgive me. I'm not YouTube like you guys. Well, I am, but I'm not even amateur. I'm like private.
Man, dude, it's only because you're not putting out content right now, bro.
Oh, you know, my editor, editor. You know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He's down right now. So yeah,
Well,
if you're
he's
asking,
grounded.
if you're asking, Chad, can you put that one up there about 97 Tahoe? Yes. If you're asking if full size, so this is a common question too. We'll go ahead and get into that one too. So I've been asked a bunch if Blazers and Tahoes fit in with this race, and you know, because some of them come with hatches and they don't all have tailgates or they have the split door. The way I've always viewed Tahoes and S10 Blazers is an S10 Blazer is an S10. It's a truck too, and they have a tailgate. And then I also feel the same way about Blazers. So, yeah, they are in. You can run them.
Even a Suburban, if you.
Yep. If you got a Suburban, you want to bring a Suburban, you can bring a Suburban. Anything full size truck SUV that has a tailgate or a back cargo area, not station wagons though. I know we all love our station wagons.
Yeah.
But
no so El Caminos, Rancheros.
Yes. El Caminos, Rancheros.
Bring a Subaru Brat, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Avalanche. What are some other obscure truckish vehicles? But
well, see a Brat, you can bring a Brat, but it's going to definitely be a Mini. So if you're bringing, know that if you're bringing a unibody truck, I know like the D50s, they're unibodies.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just if it's a mini truck, it's a mini truck. If it's a full size, it's a full size.
Yeah.
And they're just, you know, it's pretty straightforward and simple, so everybody doesn't have to like beat around the bush about what, you know, do they fit or do they not? You know, outlaw is outlaw. Run what you brung. Whatever you want to bring, big tire, small tire, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It is whoever's the fastest that night in that class is the winner of the outlaw class. And then same thing with your 28-10-5. I don't care about anything other than the tire size and the suspension. And is it all steel, all glass, right? And street, mini, street, full size, pretty self-explanatory. Actual street truck. And not something that you put together that you claim it's a street truck because you can get away with driving it when the cops aren't around. I'm talking about a legitimate street truck like I'm sitting in right now that has all the bells and whistles of a truck.
You mean not this thing up here?
Yeah, no, that's not That is the exact opposite of stop.
No.
Well, see, and then I mean there could be the question which would include me, the question of, okay, if it's a street truck, you said all the bells and whistles. Well, my truck, Old Squeaky, is street legal, licensed, insured, registered. I don't drive him all the time, but I do drive him wherever. But he doesn't have a heater. You know, some of the amenities have been taken out.
Sure.
So, you know, I don't think we're going to be super, super strict on the street truck. It just needs to be, I don't think we need to go as far as having a 25-mile drive just to prove it's a street truck. But, you know, you guys know if your truck's a real street truck. And if you want to put your full race truck and call it a street truck in the street truck class, well, why? I mean, it's just like, Doyle rules. I'm going to beat you up on the playground.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you have one of those trucks, and you try to get in the street class, we will make a rule. You can run in the class, but you got to start out behind your truck at the tailgate with your pants around your ankles. Because you're an asshole, so let everybody see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, James says his is all steel tagged and insured, but it's fast enough for outlaw. Well, there you go. I mean,
if it's not naturally aspirated, then it's small tire outlaw. You know, if it's all motor and it's fast, then I guess we're just going to have to fight for it. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, from my perspective of not understanding all the classes 100%, but what I do see is Ryan's putting together enough classes to where you're going to fit in no matter what you bring.
Yeah, everybody should have a place to win.
If you got a full-blown race truck, there's a class for you. If you want to bring the old farm truck, just to play. Knock most of the mud and dirt and cow crap off of it so you don't get the track dirty. But bring out whatever truck you got just to play and have fun and enjoy hanging around with other truck guys.
Yeah.
I think the idea is not hey, how fast can you go, guys. It's probably directed to more hey, this is more of a slow car cash days situation where it's like, hey guys, we just want to have fun. We're not worried about puppy kicking. I mean, I know that some guys want an easy win, but at the end of the day, we really don't care about that. It's just we're a bunch of truck guys. Want to go have fun with our trucks. I mean, because I'm not bringing the fastest thing I own. I just want to have fun, and I don't even ran that thing down the track.
Yeah, well,
I mean, for all I know, it could probably go to 9.0.
And I'm going to be honest with you, if I can garner the thing, I'm trying to get a few items to go towards the winners. If I can obtain those, I have tried like hell. So that's why I'm saying.
What do you need? I got some cranks. You need cranks?
No.
What are we trying to do?
No, I'm trying to get something special for this one for the winners, and but it's proven to be a little harder than I thought it would be. So if I can pull it off, you may not want to be the winner because you might have to take something home you don't want to, but it's going to be awesome. So
yeah, you may win a night in you may win a night in the camper with Dave. I mean, that could be your prize.
Oh, man.
I really like to cuddle.
Oh, no,
yeah.
No.
I'm just as hairy with my shirt off as I am with my shirt on.
Oh. Yeah, James, that's right. Yeah, I'll race outlaw. See, that's it. So, if I'm sitting in my truck right now, my truck is not finished. I see people saying here, my truck's not finished. My truck's not finished either. And matter of fact, it's probably 50% finished. And his
truck will be finished before it goes if I have to go over there and do it.
It will.
Him.
Yeah,
but
Dave.
I've got a lot to do, but there's time. And money is a factor. Yes, it is.
My truck isn't finished. My truck's even started, so
They're
I guess
never
I can't
finished.
say nothing. I mean, I don't even have mine on the lift. I'm actually working on my car so I can get my truck on the lift.
Right. But the thing is that if you can't bring your truck, I mean, if you still want to come, it'd be great to have you because at the end of the day, this is something that, Scott's been really, really awesome to us about coming and racing there. And so the more people we can have through the gate for him, the better. We all know tracks. All these tracks are dying off left and right. Some guys are track guys, some guys are street guys. I get it. Like I said, I cut my teeth on the street. I prefer the street over the track for a lot of different reasons in a lot of different ways. But as I've aged and gotten older, I got kids. They want to go with me. That's not really an option for me. I'm not putting my kids out in the street. Some people can do that. I don't. My wife doesn't want it, and I'm not going to listen to it. We're not going to do that. So, So
we're gonna use a tree, right?
Yes, we are going to use a tree, and we're gonna go pro tree.
Are we going to show times?
No.
How are you going to bracket race?
That's up to the guys if they want to bracket race at the end. I'm not that they want to turn the timing boards on for that. That's fine. I'm not doing anything with the.
But we'll get slips. We'll get slips with that, correct? Or if they've got a app or something like that.
Do what now?
Will we get slips?
Paper.
Yeah, paper or.
Yeah, I'm sure he can probably do. Yeah, I mean, usually they turn the clocks off. They still provide that, but I'll have to confirm that with them. But yeah, we're gonna go clocks off. It's just a win light, 400. Was it 400th pro tree, and just no instant green, no flashlights. No, I don't want to. We're gonna take all that.
God, pro tree. I don't want to show
for the guys like me that. I mean, I kind of know what you're talking about as far as a pro tree.
Mm-hmm.
But let's explain that for some of the guys that have never been to a track or have only done, just explain that, break that down for us, the newbie.
Pre-stage, stage, and a 400th of a second, and it's going to turn green. It's going to drop all the yellows at once, and it's green.
Okay.
So pretty much when you see yellow, let off your button or floor it.
Yep.
Stop the clutch and let her eat.
When you see the yellow. Because it doesn't have 3 yellows. I'll just have all 3 yellows come on and then green.
Okay.
Yep. Trans brake 2-step. Yeah, I don't care. If you got a trans brake, you got a 2-step. It is what it is. Use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That could either work in someone's favor, or if it's slippery out there, like some people say, it could really go against you.
Yes. What the?
I mean, there's nothing about a trans brake that says it can't be street. I mean,
No.
So
Yeah.
Man, we can get white boy with a truck out here, man. That'd be
we
cool.
do. No, we don't. So run off and hide with it. So let's talk about day before and day of. So obviously this is a Saturday race, right? And this is scheduled for a 1-day deal. Next year, if this goes well, I already have it in my sights. I want to do a 2-day deal. And I don't want it to just be a race. I wanted to incorporate a truck show as well, because I want to fill a track up with as many trucks as we can. I think it would be awesome to see that. And there's not a lot of race events that do not allow trucks in. There's just not. And so it'd be really cool to see as many trucks as we can get there. But so Friday, if you want to come Friday, you're going to get there early, because I'm going to be there early. Scott's going to have the track available for us to come in. If you're going to camp out, you can camp out. If you're going to drop your trailer and truck, then you can, and then go to your Airbnb or your hotel, whatever you've got. He told me tonight we're going to work on this, be more in the coming weeks, but possibly if enough people get there on Friday and you decide you want to test. He doesn't typically run Fridays, he said. He usually runs Saturdays and Sundays. But if enough people get there and they want to make some test hits for $20 a pop or something, then he'll open up the track, kick the lights on, and people can start making some hits. So there's that. We'll probably do pre-tech on Friday. So if you get there early and you want to go ahead and get teched in and get your sticker, then you can do that. And we'll have it set up probably from like 4 to 6. We'll do like a 2-hour window. And then on Saturday, day of the race. Okay, so gates are going to open 9 a.m. From 9 to 11, we're going to tech. So if you're coming to race and you want to be in a class, then you must be there between 9 and 11 to get teched in. If you're going to be a little late, you better contact me. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for people all day, because we're doing this ahead of time so we can keep it on schedule. One of my biggest pet peeves is going to a track to see a race and it being held up for 5 hours because somebody's mother's cousin's brother isn't here yet. Now, if you got a blowout on your trailer or something like that, obviously I'm not going to start a race without you there if you're trying to make your way there and you have an incident. But you better be coming in on 3 tires. So we're going to try to keep it as tight as we can, right? Because we want to get it done. We want everybody to have a good time. We want to get it done. So we'll probably start testing. We'll let testing happen from 10 to 12. And tech from 9 to 11, testing from 10 to 12. So track's going to go hot in the middle of teching. Does it have to follow NHRA rules for tech? Okay, so this is an IHRA track. I do not know how stiff he's going to be on stuff like that. I think they'll probably be pretty lenient. I hope that everybody's safe. I want everybody to be safe. So if you've got a vehicle that you think is way too fast to be running down a track legally, something to think about. But I'm sure, we'll just have to see how that goes. I don't own the track, so I can't make that call.
Everybody needs a helmet.
Yeah, definitely need to have a helmet. I prefer people have at least fire jacket and fire pants, fire jacket at minimum. You guys got to be safe, man, because at the end of the day,
seatbelts, and there needs to be seatbelts.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to say this so people are going to show up. It's like, well, my truck's a 1964. I don't have seatbelts.
You got to have.
They didn't have seatbelts in '64 in some trucks. It's optional.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're racing, I hope that you know that you need seatbelts. If you don't have seatbelts, you're not racing. Like, you've got to have the general stuff. Now, if you run a 7.0 and you technically need a roll cage, is that something that's going to get you booted? I doubt it. But if you come out there and run a 560 and you've got no safety equipment in it, I can't make that call. That's not my track. But I'd hope that if we're going to be going that fast, that we are smart enough to put that kind of equipment in our truck before we ever hit a track. I want the tailgate throwdown to be remembered for being badass and awesome, not, that track where that guy got let go down the track, screwed up because he can't drive and killed himself like a dumbass. So let's try to refrain from that.
Can I ride on the back of somebody's truck while they're doing a wheelie?
Absolutely, positively, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It seems to be legal in some places. I don't know about. I'd prefer we didn't do it, but this is a free country. You can do whatever you want to do. Just
how about it's a rope in like rollerblades?
Bruh. Yeah. Rollerblades. Way to show your freaking age, Chad. Rollerblades.
Well, Jeremy, I don't know.
What do they use now? I almost said roller skates. Roller skates would date my age. Roller blades are replacement for roller skates.
I feel there's more roller skates or roller blades. I went the other day. It was weird. There's more roller skates.
James, I think you're okay. I think you'll be all right. If you've got some bars in the truck, you've got harnesses, I think you'll be okay.
Hotel. I don't think there's any hotels close, is there?
It looks like everything's about 20 minutes from the track, maybe 30. But
is there showers at the track?
No. No. Jeremy says have good brakes, because if you don't get shut down, you in a field hitting a big ass pile of steel. Well, so Jeremy, I don't know how long it's been since you've been out there, but I know that Scott's been doing a lot of work out there, and so I think some things have changed. And he actually they just put in new bathrooms, and they're working on the sound system right now, so everybody can hear properly when their classes are called. So they're putting in a lot of work out there. Again, I have not physically been there. I have looked at aerial shots. I have seen videos from people racing there. I've got a friend that lives close to there. He races there, and they all say it's a pretty damn good track. So,
and it is 8 Mile, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, it's 8 Mile. So back to the schedule. So we're 9 a.m. gates open. Tech between 9 and 11. Track goes hot 10 to 12. At 12:15 to 12:30, somewhere in that range, we're gonna have a driver's meeting. We have the driver's meeting. At that point in time, I'll pull Outlaw to the side and have them draw chips for their first round. I'll pull Small Tire aside, have them draw chips for their first round, and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll try to have. I want to try to have the first round in the lanes by 1:30 at the latest. That way we can get through the class racing. Everybody can get through the class racing. And if people want to grudge race at the end and we've got time, then we'll definitely do grudge racing. I know there's a few guys already that want to grudge race. I think I've got a couple of guys who want to grudge race me. So we'll definitely do that. But we're not going to do it like some people do it where they run it in the middle of the program. Not going to happen, because
what if we hold it down?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, when you're grudge racing, somebody does something dumb, misses the tune-up, and tries to put one of the rods across the wall to score a goal, and all the oil comes out and runs the day for everybody else. So we're not doing that. So grudge racing at the end. Now, there's a couple of guys that are bracket racers that say that they want to put on maybe do like a gamblers bracket race. That I've left that up to that person. If they find people there that want to do that and they go to Scott and Scott says he got enough time, then they can figure that portion of it out. I am not a bracket racer, so I don't know much about bracket racing, and I really just, I'd rather just let that be. If somebody else wants to put that together, they can. I'm more concerned about let's get the class racing done, and let's do some grudge racing. Let's see here. What about hard tire, Tim? You want to do a hard tire class? Not this year.
Come on, Tim.
We'll see about doing it next year. This is gonna be it for the classes. We're not changing any rules. We're not adding any more classes. We're not taking any classes away. They'll be what they'll be. If Mini Street does not fill up then next year we'll do something different for that. I know a lot of the guys that run mini trucks, they got fast trucks, so they'll probably be an outlaw or small tire, and that's fine. So, if a lot of mini trucks are not true street trucks that don't get in that class, then that's fine. Next year we'll make an adjustment. But this year, this is what we're going to roll with. This is what we're going to do, and just remember when you're there that this is really important to me as a dad. I know some of you guys are probably dads. I'm going to have my kids there, and there's going to be other kids there. And one of the things that I hate about the drag racing world right now that I want to change in some form or fashion, or affect some kind of change in that, is that the youth is what keeps this stuff alive. If the youth is not into it and people are not open to the youth, then all our shit's gonna die with us. So if there's kids out there, keep that in mind. Don't be a dick. You wanna get upset at somebody about something, don't throw fists. There's gonna be people around. This is trying to have a fun event. Don't be an asshole, because I'll remove you. Period. Just please. Let's just have a good time.
Yes.
That's the goal here. So, does anybody else have any questions? Chad, you got any?
Not right now.
Okay. Dave, you got any?
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm down.
Are you good? Are you sure you're good?
Well, I got a lot of stuff to do, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, perfect.
Looking for a fitting I can't find.
Well, that's great.
Just spend more money, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just order another one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through my stash at work.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, like if anybody has questions, just stay tuned to the Facebook page, because ask questions on there. If I can't answer it, then somebody else can, hopefully, with weather like around that time. So from what I've been told, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I've been told that they're obviously it's Arkansas, and Texas and Arkansas around that time of year. April showers bring May flowers. But but from what I understand, typically on that weekend, historically, it's pretty dang good, and the air temperature is really good. So
DA is gonna be well. So
DA should be well.
So your big blocks are gonna break all your dry shafts.
Don't say that to me.
Say that to Chad.
I don't have big block anymore.
Chad doesn't have big block.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got a little baby motor now.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay to have baby motors. I got baby motors. My fastest car got the baby motor in it.
Yeah.
It really does. It's smaller than. I think it's even smaller than your 339.
I know that's Tim. If it rains, we're running hard tire in the wet.
Gotta be.
Does Tim disguise himself as a Facebook user?
No, he doesn't want to let StreamYard get into his Facebook and all the goblins.
Oh, conspiracy!
They might hack him, and he's probably got a full hat on and everything too. So.
Oh well. How's that go, Ryan?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, foil hat, huh?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with being on a hard tire. I'll probably be on one too, so it'll be all right. And listen, next year we may replace Mini Street with a hard tire class. Who knows? Because I know there's a lot of guys that like to do that. I actually used to be a pretty big fan of it when it wasn't popular back in the day. So, but yeah. So anyway, long story short, dude, it should be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people that I've talked to either on Facebook or Messenger or whatever. It's all about networking. So some of you don't know, a few of us have YouTube channels, and so we're going to be filming and doing whatever we can to create as much content as we can around it. Chad here's got a pretty successful YouTube channel, and Mine's, but it's, it is what it is. Dave's got one, but he never, his editor's down right now. So,
Well,
Yeah.
editor. Well,
Yeah.
the problem is the editor's grounded right now, so
the editor's grounded. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Well, that's why I kind of piggyback off Ryan. Since Ryan moved away, it's been kind of hard for us, and to do content and things. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Ryan.
Everything's just fine. Thanks, Ryan, for moving away from me, bud.
I'm sorry, man. I love you. I'm
I
sorry.
love you too, man. I love you too.
I mean that in the most platonic way.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but like I said, like if anybody has any questions, you feel free to reach out. I'm going to adjust the flyer. I'm going to update the rules with the small tire class. And then if you're in the private group, just always stay focused on the public group as well, because we'll probably be going live on there, not on the private page. But I noticed there's like a huge jump in people today. Like we went from like 100 people in the private group to 227. So
yeah, I allowed several people to join in today. But with that said, because I was the one that really suggested doing the live on the public group, because the private group is so hard to share stuff from.
Yes.
And you can't just, if you share it on your Facebook page, not everybody can see it. So we need to try to focus on everybody shifting more towards the public group as far as keeping up with everything.
And sharing it out and
sharing stuff and posting everything. So because that way we can get it out there. Because this is, at first, when Ryan, we started this thing, it was going to be, we didn't want everybody and their brother to be part of it.
Yeah.
So since then, we've, just let it go. And the only way to really do that is to have a public group. So it can be a little confusing, but we all kind of shift over to the public page, the group page, and I think it'll work out a little bit better.
100%. Yeah. I think it's be a great time though.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a lot of good racing. And listen, if anybody who's watching this, like the events that are put on by anybody, including this one, are only as good as the people that show up and do it. And, like I'm working on trying to get a couple more sponsors. I'd like to make it to where people can, win some stuff. We do have a sponsor for the full size street. I'm still working on getting a sponsor for mini street and for stick shift. So right now it looks like we have 500 to win in the street, but I'm hoping to double that by the time we get there. We'll see. I don't know if I can or not. It's just, the hard part about finding sponsorships when you're in Texas and the races in Arkansas is the fact that you're in Texas and the races in Arkansas. So, hey, buddy.
Hey, another Chad.
Hey, two of us in one place is like a magical thing, my friend.
Two Chads. I wish we could put one Chad underneath, me and move Dave underneath the other Chad, but we just can't do that, I don't think.
Yes, you can.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yes, you can. All you do is click on whoever you want and drag them somewhere else.
There we go. I don't like looking at there. Yeah, that's way better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Hey, no Reynolds, I think you got your volume is getting feedback.
Oh, hold on.
I think it's you, Chad.
No. It is Chad, but not this Chad. It's that Chad. The other Chad.
Yeah, so we were just kind of going over the class, the 28-10-5 class that we added. Chad.
Okay, how's that? That should be better.
Yeah, that's
I think
better.
So. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the 28-10-5 class, you said?
Yep. Yeah, we added that, and it's 28-10-5 or 275/60, all steel, all glass, stock style suspension. You can have aftermarket stuff, just stock style.
Right.
And all steel, all glass, excluding.
So if it was a leaf spring stock, it has to have a leaf spring still in it?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And if it was a coil spring truck, Cool Springs, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. 100%.
We can't have it means we can't have coilovers if it was a Cold Spring truck, and if it wasn't tubbed, it can't be tubbed, right? Is that how you're working this? Kind of like a True Street, a True Street thought process.
Yeah. Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you've got a
So
square body,
it's 28-10-5 only, right?
yeah.
Okay. Thanks for making the rules around mine truck.
Yeah. No, wait. What?
No. For the street class.
Oh, there's no tire rule on street class, bud.
Yeah. I know. I was just making sure.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna change my tire, and I'm all over that class. Cool. Sweet. Who's that? James.
Yeah, that's the one.
Cool.
What's going on over there?
Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions?
Somebody else is saying coilovers on factory trailing arms should be fine. Nah.
No, shut up, Tim.
Yeah.
No. Is that
No,
Tim?
Tim. That's Tim.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Tim.
No.
No.
No. Sorry.
No. Man,
Better get you a football.
golly, dude. We got you your class. You gotta take it to death. Damn, Daddy was right.
I got no dog in this fight, but yeah, I don't care. I say for me, a tire is a tire. Pick the tire and roll with it.
Yeah.
But you get into so many little nitpicky things. It's so hard. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be wrong with some people, and the other people will love you. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to make everybody happy. That's not my entire goal. My goal is to make everybody happy. I want everybody to have a good time, but not everything's perfect. Not everything is exactly the way you want it. And, it is what it is. You got to get in where you fit in and make it work. And sometimes that's the fun part, Sometimes you go, I've gotten outgunned before. I've gotten in classes I didn't belong in and did pretty damn well. I put my car up against cars that had twice the horsepower as I did, but they didn't drive as well, and their stuff didn't hold together. So, and I'm always the underdog, and I prefer it that way because I get to beat my chest a little louder if I do something. So
there you go.
Tim, you're slow anyways. Gosh, dang. So that's what I was going to get at. So as soon as Dave's done lifting his hot rod up here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
So in the coming weeks, I'd like to do some more lives kind of talking about stuff. But, the greatest thing about drag racing, and I'll leave this up to you guys, but in the chat, all the participants, the biggest thing about drag racing that was awesome was the rivalries that made it great. So, maybe somebody thinks they got a class hemmed up or maybe they want to do some grudge racing after the fact, and you want to come on here and talk a little smack to somebody, then as long as we keep it pretty PG and don't do any low blows, then we might do something like that, because I love a good rivalry and I love a good grudge race. So, if you think you got somebody you got your eyes set on and you guys are planning to go toe to toe, then let me know. We'll throw you guys on here, let you do a little smack talk and kind of build up the hype before we go there, because it just makes it that much more fun when the race happens.
Yeah, I'm with you. If you get the rivalries going and people actually talking the smack, it'll be good.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Dave?
I was pointing towards Ryan. I was trying to figure out how to, the camera's backwards, so I got to do it backwards. So I point that way. It's going.
You have to excuse my friend. He's a little bit slow. He's had a hard day.
No, because he's right. Because all the years of me doing this, and I still am like, I don't know which way somebody's at.
Well, you know what I like about this is I feel like we're all in the same place on all of our phones, because I know you do it on the messenger. Everyone's mixed up.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. I like this little deal.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to hop in here and kind of spit it all out and so everybody can hear it for themselves. And like I said, if anything changes on rain out date, so we don't have anything locked down yet, but Scott already said that if for some reason it does rain, we'll have a rain out date. But
What do you mean?
What that is yet.
What do you mean rain out dates?
If for some reason it rains out, we'll have to reschedule it. But
you not hear Tim about the hard tire?
Yeah.
In the rain?
Yeah.
Listen, I think Tim is built a little differently than most. He's got a set of cojones.
I'll race that sucker in the rain.
Tim's got cojones like a freaking Cadillac Eldorado. Okay, not a lot of guys who walk into a room waddling with them bad boys between their legs. But a guy like him, yeah, he's.
I'll do it.
Well, I know you will too, because you're like the guy who's across the way, doesn't have as big of balls to come up with the idea, but you're like, screw it, I'll try it.
Right.
That's not. No, I don't think rain tires and in rain races is kind of where we want to go with this deal. I don't know how much it costs to replace concrete walls, but I'm sure it's not cheap. So.
Well, if it rains, if he's got a field off this side, we can bring some mud tires and have mud drags.
We could do that.
I will say, Chad, you do have the most versatile truck for this situation.
Yeah,
Chad does. Like, people don't need to sleep on that guy. He's acting all like, when he started out this deal, he's like, I've never really drag raced a heck of a lot until like 4 years ago. Yeah. I know a freaking reeler when I see one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They always come there talking that game. Chad. Chad.
Yeah. If everybody noticed on like the chat and stuff, I don't really get into the smack talk too much. It's a different world for me. I'm wired a little bit different, but every once in a while I'll get on one. I was gonna have fun with this whole thing with Dave, but because one of the things that started this. Yeah, one of the things that started this whole thing was he was going to build a turbo 305 with a granny low 4-speed to race my nitrous 339 or 305 base engine, and he already figured out he couldn't even come close, so he just gave me his 305 and his 4-speed. So, that.
No, hey, whoa. I have more 4-speeds. I have more 4-speeds.
Oh boy.
Well.
I don't have more 305s, but I got more 4-speeds. So
Chad, you got any? Chad Reynolds, do you have any extra 305s laying around? If I just said Chad 305s, this other Chad's gonna chime in and go, "Boy, let me help you."
Yeah, I don't have any 305s lying around.
I could get on Marketplace. I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah. I don't have any. I don't have any laying around. But I probably have transmissions that are considerably better than that. So
well, you don't have to have much to be much better than a granny low 4-speed, especially when you're trying to drag race the thing.
Yeah, exactly. There is a part of me that if we were racing and there was something like, you got to have a granny low 4-speed, then I have to tell you, I would have that fucking thing apart, and I would be like cutting the teeth off the synchros, and I'd be making the thing into a crash box in a second, dude.
Like polishing the shafts.
I would do whatever I had to do to make that thing flat foot shift with just thinking clutch, I would do. So yeah.
I'm not the only one that thinks like that.
And also,
no, you're not.
I would change the shifter around and redesign the shifter if I could to make it to where your shift from second to third, that's all. I would put a ton of gear in it, run it on the 8th mile with only 2 gears, and that was so I only had to shift it one time, and I would make the shifter linkage work where you pulled it straight back.
It sounds like you're thinking the same exact way. That was my plan.
Yeah.
But that's why I got 488 gears, because third and fourth in that thing, in that transmission, is the same ratios as a power glide. So
Right.
if you can if you got enough clutch, you got enough power,
Yeah.
You could do that. I tried that with the 454, which I didn't have enough clutch. I had enough torque, but not enough clutch, and it killed the 60 foot, and almost killed the clutch.
Right.
But I mean, the theory's there. I just haven't got it ironed out yet.
I bet you a Black Magic clutch would do a wonder with that.
Oh yeah,
but then you're talking about $3,000
yeah,
for the clutch.
I was gonna say.
I don't have Black Magic clutch money though.
And you tell him, hey, I got a 10 spline. He'd be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
It's a 10 spline.
I'm putting it in my dump truck.
I would put in a dump truck clutch in it with a 40-pound flywheel and with big sintered bronze pucks on the clutch like you would put in a tow truck, and I would rev that thing to the moon and then sidestep the clutch and let her eat. Like whatever it did, it did.
Oh my God, Chad, you gave me ideas.
Right?
So I remember Cletus talking about putting washers on his clutch, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
what would mean if I couldn't just weld a spot to put washers on a clutch? You know.
You could.
Oh man, I wish I didn't have to work. I would have all these ideas.
If you're talking about putting weight on the fingers or the diaphragm, all you have to do is, if it's a finger style clutch, all you have to do is drill and tap the finger, and you can put a stud in it and then hang a washer or a nut on it. Keep in mind, a little bit of weight makes a huge difference, so you're going to want aluminum nuts also.
I feel like
on the fingers.
Done this before.
Yeah.
Is that where they're putting the weight?
Like if you look up like a a race clutch that would be in a Pro Stocker or what used to be in a Clutch Pro Mod car or any of that, you'll see where you put the weight.
I think I have seen one of those, and I didn't.
But the smart way to go that saves all that R&D is put a hydraulic clutch in it, and then call Bill and get a Bang Shift Billy, okay, which is a digital clutch controller, and you can set the clutch to take however long you want it to take to fully engage and all that. So you literally just dump the clutch, and when you do, it triggers the switch and it controls the application of the clutch. It's great. It makes any clutch.
Takes all the fun out of it, though.
No, it doesn't. It's awesome. No, you still got to know what you're doing, but it's awesome.
But with the whole power glide thought process, you need the slip for it to work properly. The line.
So what about? So what about tow pigs? I'm going to answer this real quick. If people want to race their tow pigs against each other at the end in the grudge race section of the whole event, then yeah, sure, go ahead. If enough guys want to get their tow pigs out there and run them, then absolutely. If I have the tow pig that I think I'm going to have, I will run everybody. I'll run everybody with my tow pig.
There you go.
Poor transmission.
Dave, what you don't know is that Dave is currently building a ute bed to cut the back off of that Mustang and make it into a ute for this whole thing. And I'm sorry, but I have to tell you, because El Caminos and shit all count, dude, I'm telling you, since I won't be there, if I was really wanting to come be an absolute asshole, I would buy a Pinto wagon or something and cut the roof off of that bitch and go Australian ute right here, suck it. And I'd be out there handing everybody their ass. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Chad, the whole idea is just not to try to bring into this like thought.
I know.
But
you know that's how my brain works.
I have the car for it. But I don't want to ruin. I don't know. I know. Like it's not gonna.
We've already had this discussion. No Mustaminos.
Mustaminos.
What if I put a Fairmont front end on it? What if I put a Fairmont front end on it and then call it a Durango?
No, it's not a Durango.
Why not?
Why
It's not a
not?
Durango. It is.
Hey, it was a conversion. It was a Mustang converted as a conversion company.
Listen,
They converted my Mustang,
look,
and it's
Yes.
Elmo Performance who converted it.
it was already launched. It was
I even make a little plaque. It says Elmo Performance Conversion Company.
God damn.
Dave, this is why we're friends, Dave.
The
This is
amount
why
of
we're
horse
friends.
shit that comes out of you sometimes, I swear to God. Listen.
Oh, it's me and Chad being talking to each other is dangerous, dude. Because I can't have anything.
All three of you are dangerous because you'll start coming up with ideas and start doing something. He'll come over here and start doing something, and then this guy will come over here and make it all work somehow. Like, I don't know how. Yeah,
That's too fun.
it's sketchy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come the week before to cash days with them cars. Which one?
Oh, he's talking about there's a no prep race that Limpy's putting on a week before us being there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So honestly, I bet you since that happens, that track's gonna be pretty good from the week before, and I guarantee you, will maybe one pass on there, and it's gonna be good. So So it's gonna be better than like another no prep. It's gonna be front. It'd be considered front side no prep and be good. It'd be fine.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm not really worried.
It ain't gonna matter to me because I don't know any different. I show up, try to figure the thing out, and make it happen.
Let her eat.
I got a 4.8 in my truck, so I ain't worried about natural gas 4.8. You can't go that fast.
Shut your pie hole. You're just trying to make it sound smaller, so when I shove this big block down
your
your throat.
It says 4.8/53 right on the block.
He's just trying to set this up so when I shove this big block down his throat that he's like, oh, it's just a little 4.8.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't a 6.2.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fine.
It's him, her, him, she. It identifies as 4.8.
Right?
If they can do it, I can too.
I'm identifying as a 4.8. That's perfect.
Right. That's okay, Steven. Just bring the truck, man.
I could put one in it.
Steven, just bring the truck. You don't have to bring a Pro Mod. You can't get it done. You can't get it done.
Man.
Get the truck together. But
okay, so what do we think the quickest truck will be there? Not whose truck. What do you think the number will be?
Oh well, I think 6.0 would be pretty quick, but depends on who can get down, who's good at power management. I think I think it could be between a 6.0 and I bet 570 maybe.
Yeah.
So everybody here knows my lack of experience at this. So my idea on the power management is just not have very much of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm with you, buddy.
Hey, remember, you will never tear up anything if it doesn't hook up or you don't have any horsepower.
That's
so,
right.
Exactly.
You got to just roll with those things and you're good.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, I think there's a place for everybody to fall here. You don't have to bring a Pro Mod. A friend of mine made a post a while back, and it's really true. And it's about how he started drag racing and what he is now. And, people forget that you don't have to have the best parts. You don't have to have a Pro Mod. You don't have to have a $20,000 LT4 swap. You don't have to have all these things to drag race and have fun. Right?
No.
And it's trucks, guys. Like there are some trucks that are purpose built to haul the mail, right? And they'll probably be in the outlaw class, and they'll probably be in the small tire class. But the rest of the trucks, man, they're going to be pretty equally matched. I'm bringing a street truck. This is my street truck. This truck will be driven on the street everywhere I go, and a lot of people are planning on doing that. So it'll be a good time. More importantly, when you see the lanes filled up with nothing but trucks, it's going to be pretty cool, especially for truck lovers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it'd be cool it's a truck thing. Trucks are getting hotter and hotter, man. Especially C10s. So
Yep.
Get on board.
Yep.
Maybe we can have a swap meet next year too.
I'm telling you.
That'd be cool. That'd be way cool.
I'll get a bunch of flyers and put up on a bunch of people's windshields on the event the week before that that probably none of y'all are going to go to. That I'll be there.
Yeah.
You know, the gathering of C10s.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yes. Yeah, no, but I would like to that next year. I'm trying to incorporate, doing like a car show and a truck show and a drag race. I don't want to handle the truck show portion of it. Let somebody else that does that, that's their thing. But
well, it's all up to Holly next year, isn't it?
Yeah, to Holly.
Yes. Holly.
Oh, yes, because Chad's not going to be able to make it this year.
Yeah, so we'll fix that for next time.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I like that.
Well, we'll forgive them if they all give us, a free Dominator. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll tell him. That's
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I was being
hold on. Let me send
sniper setup.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind just sending that to Greg Holly and just tell him.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thanks.
But listen, Chad's over here like, no, I'll just take a sniper.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Dude, Dave and I are like, yeah, we'll take the $3,200 ECU, please. Chad's like, for $1,200, I can have a running and driving truck. He's the smart one, right? Yeah. We'll get the real expensive thing that needs another $9,000 worth of shit to make it work.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like what James said there. Post that up there. I like that. That's what it's all about, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to, man. Is everybody, racing each other, and having a good time, and helping each other.
If the guys having issues, everybody pile in and help them out. I mean, let's just try to help each other get down the track and have fun.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that always makes it a good time.
Hell yeah.
Banana bread. Hell yeah.
I'm working on trying to get some shirts made. I'll know something probably in the next couple of weeks, but we'll talk about that later. But I'm still trying to find out.
We should talk about that too, dude.
Okay, you got somebody?
I got a thing. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
he knows the guy.
I'm having a hard time with that out here where I'm at. So.
Oh, gotcha. No, we should talk. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got, fellas. If y'all want to go ahead, we'll just go ahead and end it here. And thanks for everybody that tuned in and watched, and hopefully that answered some of the questions. Like I said, if you have more, feel free to go on to the page, public page, preferably. I know it's hard to. I'm going to leave the private page up until this event's over, just so people, because I know it's a little confusing. But for next year, there will only be the public page. So be sure if you're in that group, go over there to the public page and like it and follow it. And if you have questions, chime in there. You can send me a message. Sometimes I don't see it because if I'm not your friend on Facebook, it goes to a spam folder and I have to go check it periodically. I had a gentleman that's in here tonight that sent me a message and I didn't see it because it was in my spam folder because I didn't know him. So, if you don't get an answer from me, in 24 hours, then post it on there. I'll see it, or Chad will see it, or somebody, and let me know. And
you can feel free to message me also, and I'll try to get a hold of Ryan if you can't get a hold of him. I'm always looking on my phone or looking at social media, checking stuff out. So
and then
if you have any questions about anything, we'll all do our best to get you an answer somehow or another.
Yeah, and I'll put when we get closer, I'll put the track information up, the phone number and stuff, so you can call them if you have any questions for them about the track and the facilities. And we'll just keep going, keep spreading the word. Please share it around because that's the only way that this stuff gets bigger. That's why we're trying to use our social media to do that. So share it around and just make sure everybody pays attention to the last rule. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's the most important rule in the book. Don't be a little crybaby bitch. Let's have fun. And you know who you are. If you're thinking, am I a crybaby bitch? There's a good possibility.
Yeah, then you probably are.
You probably are. All right, fellas. Well, I say we end it off here. Yep. And like I said, keep watching because we'll probably do this once a week. And like I said, if you got some grudge race stuff, you want to take somebody out, get in there and start talking smack on the public page there, and we'll work something out where we have some some good old fashioned crap talk on one of these lives we do.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
It was good seeing you guys again.
You too.
And yeah, well,
Yeah, it was late, but you boys have fun, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Thank you to the two Chads and Mr. Dammit Dave.
Yep.
We love y'all's long times.
yeah.
Yep.
See you, boys.
Later.
I'll talk to
See
you
ya.
tomorrow. Bye.
Or we can sit here and watch Dave Pookie stuff up.
Oh,
Yeah,
you saw that?
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah. He's Pookieing up his rod bolts to hold them in. It'll be
Oh,
all right.
Pookie.
It'll be fine.
Oh, no. I use Loctite. You know,
Oh,
was it?
the green?
What I got over here? Yeah, the green. It's the compound. It's the,
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah.
Retaining compound.
Yeah.
Check you later, boys.
Come on,
402 versus 339. Let's do it. I don't care.
Let it rip.
See ya.
Okay,
Later.
bye.